Soil is dirt, but dirt is kind of a dirty word for soil. So soil in your backyard or at the park contains 5 different things: air, water, minerals or rocks, and organic matter. Healthy soil will have about these proportions. Some healthy soils might have less organic matter or more minerals or a little bit more air or water, but these are the general proportions in a soil that would make it suitable for lots of plant and animal and bug life. Unhealthy soil might be really dry, so it would have a lot of air, or really wet, a lot of water for a long time, or it doesn't have very much organic matter. Organic matter includes living and dead things like plants and bugs and microorganisms. Air is the stuff that's all around you. And of course, we know about water. The rock portion, the mineral portion of soil, can be classified into 3 different sizes of rocks. So you all know sand. Sand is the stuff that's on the beach. And then we have something called silt, which is sort of an in-between rock size that you probably can't see. And then the smallest size of rock is called clay. And so clay, when you feel it between your fingers, it feels really smooth. Compost helps with this organic matter part. So compost is turning our food scraps into a substance that looks sort of like soil, but it actually isn't soil because it doesn't contain these rocks that soil does. So organic matter is broken down by microorganisms like bacteria and fungi, and then some bigger organisms like worms and beetles and ants, and they tear apart those pieces of plants usually into smaller parts, and they eat them and they digest them, and then those plants become nutrients for other plants. So the dead plants become food for the living plants. It also reduces greenhouse gases because if our food scraps were to be thrown in the landfill, they would decompose, but they would produce a lot of greenhouse gas called methane when they decompose. But when they are composted with a lot of oxygen, they produce less methane and only a bit of CO2. So here at Seven Oaks, we have a composting program where I come around every Friday and pick up compost from all of your schools. I bring it back to the Key Center and add it to the NoviComp with some carbon source, like dried leaves. And then after about 3 weeks, it comes out the end, and it's partially decomposed, and then we move it into a pile, and we pile it up, and we water it, and we let it set for a few more weeks, sometimes a couple months, and then it is ready to be used in our garden. The best way to learn about compost and soil is to get your hands in it. Check out our activities about starting your own at-home compost and exploring soils in your neighborhood.